Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Genevieve. For today's video, we are going to be doing some organizing solutions for my kitchen. This is a totally normal kitchen, normal house. You know, like you watch those videos on YouTube and people have these like extravagant kitchens with all of these like organized cabinets with all these bins and everything's labeled, and that's just not how I function over here. We are gonna do some organization, but for the most part we're gonna keep it really simple, really normal, real life type of organizing. I am just feeling inspired to organize. I have been cooking at home all this week, doing a little challenge for ourselves over here, and it's just inspiring me to want to go through my pantry, organize it, organize my baking cabinet, organize my spice cabinet. So yeah, the only thing that we're gonna be like labeling and decanting is my spice cabinet. I saw on Amazon these like uniform spice jars, and I think that they will help us function way better. I'm gonna take you around a couple little areas of the kitchen. I think we're gonna declutter some stuff in here, go through the drawers, go through the pantry, go through some cabinets. Julie from Thrilled Thrifter actually got me a little inspired to do this. I've been watching some of her videos on her family channel, and she's been cleaning her kitchen and all of the things. So I'm like, you know what? It's about time for that over here as well. So I did not make anything spiffy for this video. I've got a ton of random things left out. I was cleaning the animals' tray that their bowls go on. Just have random things out. Parking ticket, magnets for our fridge. So this is the pantry situation. It needs a good cleaning. This is like color overload in here. We really need to, well, when I say we, I really need to go through this, organize it. I don't know if it'll be today. This might be a couple of days worth of footage. I think today I might go through some cabinets and start decluttering, but we will kind of organize this, see if anything's like stale, expired. Really everything up here is like my back stock type of stuff, extra seasonings, extra Parmesan cheese, vinegars, that kind of stuff. So everything else just kind of hangs out in their normal boxes from the grocery store in here, but it could use a good cleaning, you know what I mean? Honestly, it could use like pull everything out and really deep clean in there. Okay, so this is how the spice cabinet is looking. Yeah, it's just a bit of a mess. We use these spices every single day, and when you need to find like oregano or the paprika, you have to sit here and lift it up and look, and is this it or is this it? You just cannot see anything. So the Amazon jars that I ordered, I'm waiting for them to come in the mail, but you can put the label on the front as well as the top. And Nick and I are tall people. I'm 5'7", he's 6'5", so we can really see in here like above and be able to see the labels. So that will be so helpful for us when looking for spices. And also they are all uniform and the same size, so they'll fit on the shelves in here very nicely and uniform. As you can see, like some are little, some are big, some are bigger. It's just a hot mess. And I'm also gonna link it down below if I can find it anymore. Let me pull a couple of these out. I got this at Target years ago. Like I said, I'll try to find it. This is an adjustable riser for your tiny spice cabinet. I had the hardest time finding something that would fit in here that was like a staircase. And as you can see, oh my God, I really need to pull all of this out and clean this. I'm glad I'm doing this. Look at all these spices. There's the garlic powder in here. But as you can see, you can adjust this back and forth to fit in your cabinet. Such a game changer. So that's what we're gonna be doing in this video as well. All right, here is my coffee bar area. And this has not been styled since Claire was born, which today I'm filming. It is August 15th. And my girl is 11 months old today. I don't even know where the last 11 months has gone. It is so wild how fast time goes. But ever since we had her, this has just really been baby bottle area. This is her Baby Brezza formula maker, and all of her baby bottles are here. Then we've got formula, our coffee stuff. So this is a very heavily used area of our house or of our kitchen. So styling it is just not in the cards at this stage of life. In 1 month, though, she will not be drinking formula anymore. We will start to transition her from bottles, which is exciting but sad. So it's fine. I will eventually get my coffee bar area back. I mean, until the next kids, God willing. But I would like to just zhuzh this area up. I think I want to change out my coffee canister. I think that we'll just work on this area a little bit. Could utilize these shelves way better than I am now for storing things. You know, like I could put 2 baskets up here and store stuff up there in the baskets. Like what a waste of space this is, you know? So we will work on that. All right, guys, I don't know if I ever showed this gorgeous baker's rack on my channel. I don't think that I have ever done like a dedicated video for my baker's rack. And I think that's because I was pregnant when I got it and I just never got a chance to share it with you all. But I treasure this piece of furniture. I love it so much. It fits so perfectly in this space next to our window. This is an antique baker's rack. The wood, oh, the wood is just so good. With baby bibs hanging off of it. That's just real life. But anyway, I was just brainstorming while I was deciding on this video, and I really want to make this an extension of the kitchen. You know, I had a bunch of random decor on it that I was able to move into other spots, and I thought this is such an incredible piece of furniture. There is so much room for storing things, and right off of the kitchen is the dining room, so it's not that big of a deal to come over here and grab something that I need in the kitchen. So I think that in my process of going through cabinets and decluttering, I'm gonna figure out some pieces that I can bring over here to store to save some space in the cabinets. I think that would be a great idea. So that is my plan for my baker's rack. Okay, first up, we are gonna work on cabinets. I'm gonna go through all of the kitchen cabinets and see what we can move around, what needs to go, what we can keep, all of the things. So if I'm being honest, this is just not functioning well for us at all. At all. I'm gonna take everything out and then assess. So if you can see, I have a stack of cookbooks here and a stack of cookbooks here. I do not need all of these cookbooks. However, my tabs for my shelves broke and they are holding up my shelf back here. So I think that they're just going to stay. I really would like to declutter them, but like I said, they are holding up my shelf and that gives me more storage under here. I could order new tabs, which I probably should, but the books are just gonna stay, but I am gonna just give this a nice cleaning. So this little crock pot fits perfectly under that shelf, so that's gonna go back there. And my waffle maker that I never even use, we'll keep that. This is my coffee bean grinder that I use on occasion. That will fit down there. And then I wonder, oh my gosh, it will fit up top. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a game changer. Okay. I love my bread maker, but I don't use it all that often, so that is so nice to tuck away. Okay. These dishes are dishes that I actually use. I got these at the Goodwill, and I use them for more like when people come over and like serving and stuff like that. It's not everyday items that I need in my cabinet, so this might be something I consider putting over on my baker's rack or in the bottom of my dining room hutch. So gonna get these out of here. And then if I'm being honest, I really need to find a new set of glass pans. This one has a chip of glass, and honestly, I'm a couple days away probably from slicing my finger on one of these. I'm also like taking inventory as I go around the kitchen of things that we could use, and a new set of these would be lovely. And more importantly, I want to find a set of 2 that have lids. This one has a lid, but the bigger one does not. And I would like to get a set of 2 that have a lid, like both of them have lids. So I think that that's my plan for these 2. So of course, once I get some new pans, I will just put them back here because that's where we're used to, you know, going to go get those pans, you know, when you have like your certain spots in the kitchen. So I think I might place an order to get a matching set of those. These are Pyrex, I believe, yeah. And this lid has held up so well. You know how they break easy and stuff. So I need to get those, and I need to get a bigger crock pot. I had one last winter and then I burnt something in it, and I could not clean it. It was old. I chucked it. I didn't need to fuss with it. I figured I would just get a new one. I had it for years and years. But because it's been summer and warm and we haven't really been making crock pot meals, I forgot about it, and Claire's birthday party is coming up and I need a crock pot, a big one for like meatballs and stuff. So that is on my inventory list as well, and that will probably go on the bottom shelf because we do use the big crock pot a lot in the winter. I have air fryer liners in here and paper plates. Honestly, these can both go into my garage. My air fryer's in the garage, so I'll put that in there with that. And then I have a shelf full of kitchen stuff in the garage, so I'll put these in there as well. And then as far as this goes, this little baby bullet, you like steam vegetables and, you know, like steam apples to make your own applesauce. And sorry, I have a bug bite. I really thought I was gonna be this mom, like that crunchy, make your own food kind of mom, and it's just not the mom that I am, okay? Most days that I have Claire, I can barely even brush my own teeth, let alone make her baby food. So I think this is gonna be, my best friend just had a baby, and I'm thinking I'm gonna ask her if she'd like this. So I used this one time, okay. We're gonna get rid of her. And then the last thing is just our little scale. And when Nick and I count macros and we're feeling really fit, or for certain recipes that need like an exact weight or measurement, we really do use this. And I've had this for, oh my gosh, well over 6 years now. So we will keep that. I'm just gonna tuck that in the back here. I just have some extra like pasta bowls. I got these at the Goodwill actually, and they were in my cabinet for a while, but I just don't need 8 pasta bowls out. Like, it's just Nick and I. But for when people come over, sometimes these are nice to serve dinners in. So I don't want to get rid of them, so I'm just sticking them back here in this cabinet. And boom! This is gonna go. What a difference. And I'm even thinking if I get new Pyrex glass pans like that with like a neutral lid, maybe like a cream lid, I'll put them on my baker's rack. So they'll be more aesthetic than like a red lid. And they can go on my rack, and I have all this open space. Well, this will be for my crock pot. Okay, let's move along. Okay, to be honest, this actually functions really well for us. Many months ago, I went through all of our pots and pans, and I was very realistic. We have 4 pans. We used to have, no joke, like 8 pans, and I hated them all. None of them worked well. Everything stuck to them. But I do have I think these are like those diamond pans. And then these pans, you guys, I will link them. I rave about these to every person that I know. These are the most incredible pans. Do not put them in the dishwasher. You have to hand wash pans if you want them to last. And when I tell you we have had these for 2 years, do you see these? There is not a scratch, a burn mark. They are incredible. I am not someone who would recommend anything to you if it was not good. I am a normal human YouTuber in a normal house, and I want to just cook a freaking egg without it sticking to my pan, you know? So I will link these for you. They're Ecolution. I don't know if they have toxic crap on them. They're made in China. Listen, Linda, I don't know. I use cast iron pans sometimes too, but you need a good pan. Don't they say you shouldn't like eat off Teflon or something? I don't know what this is. Should I care maybe? I don't know. Probably, but whatever. Those are incredible pans. I'll link them. Oh my gosh, I love them so much. I will never be one of those people like those, what are those called? That pan collection that starts with a C that everyone was sponsoring or something, and they're terrible, but because it was a paid advertisement, they told everyone about them and they were expensive. No, that will never be me. Okay, so this actually functions super well for us. I have my extra lid that goes with my big pot in the garage that I use on top of that pan sometimes. I've got a cute little baking dish, some lids, my pots in the back. This is all very organized and easily accessible for us. And then right next to my oven, I've got my hot pads. Very convenient. easily accessible, unless the baby lock is on when Claire's home, because whew, then it is hard to get in and out of this cabinet, but it's fine, it's fine. All right, this corner cabinet, I need to clean my curtains desperately, but that's a story for another day. So when we first moved in, the Lazy Susan broke and we were left with a giant gaping hole. And I purchased this on Amazon. Such a great piece. Fits in here perfectly and allows us to use the height of this cabinet again. This honestly functions pretty well for us. I was thinking though to maybe buy another one. I am going to see if I can turn this a little bit, like more this way, and then I can have another one angled this way. And we could lay our water bottles out so we could have more height here, but I just don't know. Because I feel like we could be using more of the vertical space, you know? Like this is all kind of just thrown in here. And I do want to take my cast iron pans out and I'll put those on my baker's rack because I think they would look nice over there and I don't grab for them as much. And they're not something I would mind like being displayed in the dining room. So I think I'll move those out and I'll have that extra space to put something else. Oh no! What happened to my pan? Nicholas Ross must have put it away wet. I have to do something about that. This was Nick's grandfather's pan. Well, I think it was his grandmom's, but they always used to, his pop used to make pancakes on this. They call it Pop-Pop's pancake pan. It's a flat cast iron. Love this. Such a well-seasoned, great pan. We will never get rid of this. This is an extra shelf. All my life, I envisioned like making pancakes with my kids in the morning in a bowl like this and pouring them out. Do you know how many mixing bowls I have? Like, this is just not realistic, but it's a beautiful bowl. Oh, I hate stuff like this. This is what makes me like I have an emotional attachment to this or something. Salad spinner. If you don't own one of these, and you probably think they're overrated, but they're not. This is a seriously underrated kitchen appliance. I'm gonna call it an appliance. I am. This dries your fruit before you store it in the fridge. The moisture that comes off of your lettuce before you eat a salad. It's incredible. And I think you need one. This was I was gonna make my own cold brew. I made it once. Maybe I should make some cold brew again. Give it a whirl. So like I said, I really do like this piece. Got it from Amazon. It gives me so much vertical space back here. I think I might order another one and it will fit just the same as this one does, kind of on an angle, and will give me so much more storage for some things in this kitchen. I think that would be very helpful for me. And then maybe I can keep my bowl and one day live my dream with Claire and we can make pancakes. I think that is a smart idea. This video is going to be long and over a couple of days because I'm gonna have to order some stuff on Amazon. All I want in life is like just things to work and function well in my house, you know? It makes my anxiety better and it makes my brain feel better. So that is my next item on my inventory list that I need to get. I'm going to leave the spice cabinet until I get my jars in from Amazon, so we will just work on this at a later date. But I am going to open up my baking cabinet right here, and we are going to go through this a little bit. I do keep my toaster up here on the top shelf in a plastic bin. This is such a life hack so that your crumbs don't get everywhere in your cabinets all the time. I keep this in here all of the time, and it's pretty big, so I don't keep anything else on that top shelf. So we only have these two to utilize. All right, so I got a bunch of stuff pulled out of my little baking cabinet next to the microwave. There is so much random stuff in here, but all useful things. I am thinking to go into the top of my pantry and see what kind of baking stuff I have up there. Because I'm wondering if I could pull some stuff out of there, put it here, or vice versa. In my little bins here, I have these incredible little square bins. They fit 2 in here just perfectly. I scored these at like Home Goods or Marshalls. But I keep my baking supplies in here in little wide mouth mason jars. So easy for baking. And they stay really nice and sealed. Got a baking powder, a baking soda. I actually just refilled these last night, and a cornstarch as well. And then in this bin, I also have a thing of cocoa, some random chocolate chips, sprinkles, birthday candles, but like I don't need birthday candles and sprinkles in here all the time. You know, I want this to be stuff that I access a lot, and it's kind of a pain in the neck. Every time I need like baking soda, I have to take everything out of here just to get to it. So I want to just try to make that work a little bit better. And then in here I have a bunch of pudding mixes, sugar, brown sugar, more chocolate chips. We're gonna reorganize this. And then this is a bunch of like measuring cups. I've got these little bowls. I actually got these thrifting, and I'm just really not using them. I thought I would be like a cute chef and like put my little ingredients in bowls and stuff. Like I just don't do that stuff. Who the heck has time for that? But then like I think like when I'm eventually cooking with Claire and stuff, should I keep this? I don't know. I'm gonna think about these. So stuff like this, icing, the sprinkles, I'm gonna put this all in my back stock bin up in my pantry because it's just not stuff that I reach for all the time. So this is gonna go. This oat flour I don't reach for all the time. This is gonna go. I guess I don't have any honey out. So the honey, okay. I gotta zhuzh this up. My other measuring cup is dirty right now, so I don't have that, but otherwise I just stick it in here anyway, so it won't take up much space. And I keep that one in the back corner. This is a little glass mason jar that I keep my garlic in. I need a refill, and I just keep that off to the side or in the front of it, honestly. And that is everything that goes in that bottom cabinet, besides these bowls. And it looks like I have some room, so I'm just gonna keep them for now. So That looks much better. So I actually organized this angled cabinet a couple of weeks ago because it was driving me so crazy. I did it off camera and had to go through it. It was so bad, but this holds a lot of our Tupperware containers, our larger cups. Does anybody else's husband hoard cups like this? Like from the ballpark or Flyers games. Here's a Hooters cup from Ocean City, Maryland. We love that. This is a cup from an Eagles game. We have an attachment to those. When I say we, I mean Nicholas. And then I have some mason jars back there. All of my mason jar lids. And then this is all like travel cups and more to-go containers. So this is pretty much as organized as it's going to get, and it's pretty good compared to what it was a couple of weeks ago. This one I keep all of like my KitchenAid supplies in, so this actually functions pretty good for me. This is an IKEA bin full of random KitchenAid attachments, and then same with this. This is a KitchenAid mixing bowl. I have my cheese shredding attachment and some other attachments in the bowl. This works fine for us. It's up high, so it's not really a cabinet I need to access much anyway, so that can stay as is. So here is this little cabinet above our fridge. This is a bundt pan. These are little cake pans, my casserole dishes. I do use these, and then we use these all the time. These are a set of 4. The other one's in the fridge right now with watermelon in it, but they're little Pyrex sets of 4 bowls for storage, and we use these all the time. They're great like after parties and stuff like that to store stuff. And then I have this baking dish. Honestly, I should pull this one out. I could use this more. I think this was my grandmom's. I'm almost certain this was my grandmom's. So I think I'll pull this out and I can use this to cook with more. I didn't even know this was up here, if I'm being honest. But for storage and stuff, I'm wondering, like, I could maybe put these on my baker's rack. I don't know what I want to do. Maybe I'll just leave this one for now. I do highly recommend you get some of these. These are so cheap at like Marshall's and Home Goods, and you can use so much of your vertical space for your cabinets with those little risers. So for now, I think that one's okay. And then this is the cabinet we access the most. This holds all of our everyday type of dishes. This should actually be up here. This is all of our coffee mugs, bowls. This was what I was talking about with the pasta bowls. We had 8 of them. I kept 6 here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. One's in the dishwasher. But yeah, we didn't need 8 of these out. Honestly, we don't need 8 of those bowls either, but it is what it is. There's not much to do in here, truly. This is Claire's little suction bowl. Oh, I could have put the paper plates here. Let's take half of these and restock. Here's some of my favorite dishes. I used a couple of them in here. But yeah, this cabinet is pretty good, so we will leave that one as is. So I feel like that was pretty good for moving some things around, decluttering, getting some ideas of stuff I want to grab on Amazon. So I think that's going to be it for today. I'm going to wrap this up and then I will check in with you when my spice jars arrive. All right, so my spice jars came in from Amazon, and like I told you guys, I am not someone who decants stuff and puts things in jars and all of that stuff, but this changed the game for us. I'm gonna link these for you. They are such a nice set of spice jars, and we have been using them for a couple of days now, and I love them. It is so much easier to see the spices that we need to grab out of our cabinet and all of the things. So this came with so many labels for both the front of your jar and the top of your jar, and it came with every label you could need. Truly, like all of my seasonings had a label for them, so that was really nice. And basically I'm just going through, I separated the lids from the jar and then took the top plastic part off and went ahead and labeled all of my jars with the different spices that I knew we had in the cabinet. So once I went through and put all of the labels on my jars, I pulled all of the seasonings out of my spice cabinet and went ahead and started to fill up the jars. Now I will say the funnel that this came with, my spices were kind of sticking to it, so I had to, after each pour, go in and like dust it out almost with a paper towel. So a lot of them I just kind of used my hand as a funnel and poured it into the jar, and I found that worked pretty good. And most of them I ditched the funnel and I was not using it for putting the spices in. And I don't do all of these on camera with you guys. You get the point. I'm filling up jars with the coordinating spice. Nick and I are in all of this. We literally just were joking around and stood back and we were like, let's just look at it for a few minutes. This is such a game changer for us. That was a lot of work, but honestly, I had so much fun doing that. Those kind of tasks are so good for me. Like, it helps me not think about things that I have anxiety about, and I can just focus on the task, you know? Yeah, that was so enjoyable for me, and this is going to make cooking so much easier because now we can see what we need. I love this. And I do have a bunch of extra jars. I forget which one I ordered. I know it wasn't 20 something. I think I ordered 30 something. So I will keep these in the box here just in case I do get any more, like I know sometimes I'll buy like ground mustard and stuff, so I'll keep these just in case I do get any more spices. And I'll put my funnel back in that box. I don't think I'm gonna keep the white labels. I just don't need them. Maybe I'll give these to the Goodwill instead of trashing them. So let me put these in my little Goodwill bin. And then after all of that, these were the only spices that I had extras of. Looks like the Walmart bottles have a lot in them. And then I have some from ShopRite and then this big old Lowry's, but only 5 out of, what is that, I think 25 jars. I only had 5 left over, so these will go up in my backstock bin in my pantry that I talked to you guys about. This has like a whole bunch of backstock stuff. So, for example, I already have another extra garlic on deck because we use garlic and onion powders so much. So yeah, I'll throw those up there and that'll be some backstock for when the spice jars start to run out. Hi guys, Tuesday night, another day, another organizing task. It's 8:40 at night and Claire's fast asleep, Nick's upstairs getting a shower, and instead of sitting down to relax, I am going to organize the pantry. And I am having the motivation to do this because if you watched one of my recent videos, I did a week-long pantry and freezer challenge where I'm really trying to eat what we've got before I go back to the grocery store, and it's kept me very motivated. I want to clean out the pantry, really not clean it out. I know there's not a lot of expired stuff in there, but I want to go through it, see what we've got. I have a blank notebook here because I want to take some inventory of some stuff in there. I just feel like writing it down on paper helps my brain. Yeah, it just helps my brain to have it all on paper here. Even though you can open the pantry and like look in there, I don't know, something about putting it to paper helps me out. So going to get started. I think I'm gonna pull a lot of stuff out and stick it on my island and just go through things. Like I said, I'm not one of those people who like put everything in glass bins and jars and decant their cereal into these containers. I just can't function like that. It's just not how my brain operates. So if you just have a boring, normal pantry with wire shelves and colorful grocery boxes everywhere, this will be the pantry organization for you. But if you have like a walk-in pantry with your coffee bar and your air fryer, I'm jealous. And that's the goal for one day, that I have a walk-in pantry with loads of shelves. And for now, we have this. Also, getting one of these racks from Bed Bath & Beyond was the best thing I ever did, but Bed Bath & Beyond went out of business, at least this, like, in stores did. I don't know if you can still get this online, I'll have to look. Otherwise, I'm sure Amazon has something like this, but love this. Hi!
Oh, so stinky cute. Hey, yiddle. Oh, are you coming out to find some after dinner scraps? What are you doing?
Oh, hi, Mags. I know, nobody forgot about you. Okay, bye, Charles. Where do I begin? Do I want to do this tonight? Oh, God help me. No? Let's do it. I'm also going to take bites of things. Like little pieces of cereal, little cookies here and there. Not for me, but to make sure things aren't stale. And so I can get a little dessert, you know? Okay, so I removed all of the stuff that made sense to remove. This can go somewhere. So I do want to find a larger bin. I feel like I have one somewhere to keep all of Claire's little snack items together. See all these little bags? They just like fling all over the place. And I feel like if I had a bigger plastic bin, I could keep them all together a little bit better. Just a bin to like corral them. I actually have one out here in my laundry room. Yes, yes, yes. I always buy these types of bins at the thrift store. If I see them, which that's where these are from, for organizing random things, because you just never know when you're going to need a plastic bin. So this should work great to just hold all of her little goodies. Like this. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Hey, Phil. Hi. All right. So, yeah, I didn't want to pull all of them out because I knew that they were going to stay right there anyway. And that's the same with this shelf. You guys, I've made such a huge dent in my canned goods. This brings me so much joy. I'm really proud of myself. But I am going to just zhuzh this up a little bit. Honestly, I spilled a bag of Steeled Oats so long ago. I should take all these cans and put them up here and clean those little risers off. Before I get to messing with those, I just wanted to show you our bins down here. This was such a great idea that I have, just tooting my own horn, but this gives us so much more space. Oh wow, that washer is really loud. So on the bottom here, we have like chips and stuff. Ooh, I want some of this. Chips and popcorn. And then this is all like pasta type stuff. I don't even know why we have more pasta. There's so much pasta on the counter. It's Nick. When I go grocery shopping with him, he's like, oh, like we need this and this and this. And I'm like, I don't really think we do, but okay. Macaroni, ramen noodles. Listen, if you don't like these, never mind. And then more pasta sides, just random stuff in here. But this is all like pasta-y type little sides and stuff like that. So there's barely any room in those drawers, but we're gonna get to organizing some of this stuff. The cereal's gonna stay. That is our backstock bin of stuff that is already out. So we have like a spice cabinet, of course the fridge, I have a baking cabinet. So that is extras of stuff that's already out of the pantry in the fridge or some cabinets. Highly recommend you have a little backstock bin like that. It's really nice to pull from. Sometimes if stuff's on sale, I'll grab it and throw it in that bin, which I want to get better at, to have a little stockpile and buy things when it's on sale, you know? So highly recommend having one of those. But I am going to go through all of this stuff, evaluate, and put you back on time lapse and get this stuff organized. And also want to mention, you guys will see me jotting some stuff down as I organize, just writing down a little inventory list of some things that I am finding. Pasta will be on there because we do not need to have any more pasta in this dang pantry. Okay. going to empty these boxes of popcorn and stick them in the bottom drawer, because there is room for them. These 2 bags of Doritos in the bottom as well. More pasta. Oh my god, more pasta.
Huh?
We have way too much pasta, Nicholas Ross.
How much pasta do we have?
Like 85 boxes.
No, we don't.
You want to bet?
Go ahead, show me. One by one.
No, I already
Name
put
them
them
all.
away.
Name them all, and I'll tell you what
I
those
already put them away.
are. You always need pasta.
Yeah, we got plenty. These are both extras. I need a bigger backstock bin, guys. While I'm putting some of my little mixing packets in this container, I got this at the Dollar Tree, just so you don't always have to dig through the box. I'm putting in some of my liquid IV. I have a code with them. I'll leave it in the description box. I believe it saves you 20% off of your order, but this is their new flavor. It's their firecracker, like those popsicles. They sent me such an adorable little like fridge box. I will insert a clip of it. They have the cutest PR stuff. I absolutely love it, and it's so fun to receive their different mixes, and I knew I would love the firecracker one. We've already gone through that box. If you are skeptical about liquid IV, or maybe you haven't loved other flavors in the past, this one is it. So good. I'm gonna need to get some more of that one. So if you guys drink liquid IV or you're interested in trying this one, my code will be down below to save you 20% off. This little bin I do keep of random granola bars, Fiber One bars, all that kind of random stuff. Oops, sorry, Maggie. And I do have a couple loose ones in here that I noticed. Oh, another random liquid IV. These expired crackers. More crackers. That's it for the granola bars. So I just leave these sitting in the shelf just for quick grab and go. I did forget, I usually keep my little Nespresso pod holder right here with my container with my onions on top of that. So I am gonna move my jars up one shelf. These jars I normally have on my island, but because we have grabbing hands all over everything lately, we cannot have any items on the island for Claire's protection. And normally this is under my Nespresso machine, but because the coffee bar is so full of stuff for the baby, this just has been in the pantry. But oh my gosh, I have so many back here. I can't even open the drawer fully because of the trim here, but I have so many pods that I didn't even realize. So you know what? Maybe I should put this in the middle so I can actually open the drawer and look at what I've got. See, this is why we organize. So we can evaluate what we've got. And I have a extra baggie full of some, so they're gonna go in here. got my Nespresso for Christmas a couple years ago, and I still absolutely love it. I don't normally make it for my morning cup of coffee, but I love like iced coffee in the middle of the day. So, got rid of the bag. Love that. All right, so this little Tina Turner, Lazy Susan, whatever you want to call it, holds like maple syrup and stuff like that. Oh my God, how long has this been in here? So I'm gonna put this honestly right in front of those jars, just because I don't always reach for stuff in those jars, so it's okay that something's covering it. And then this gives me a whole bunch of room to put little trinkets in, including, didn't I have some other stuff that went in there? Maybe not. I think I have just extra space. We have not too much left, honestly. Mostly just some snacky type items. Marshmallows, which I need to find something to do with. Maybe I can utilize this spot. Good. Some crackers, extra Ritz crackers. I'm gonna put my oatmeal. And then honestly, the rest of these are little snackies that I don't have room in my drawer for, so just gonna kind of slide them in. Listen, it's not gonna be perfect. It is what it is. I do have some salad supplies that I did not account for, but honestly, this can go on the shelf. This can go in the trash. Just go over here. Okay, it's not perfect by any means, but we can really see what we've got in here, and it's not just like a chaotic mess of things. So it really is crazy how much food we have. We do not need to get hardly anything next time we go grocery shopping because we need to use up so much of this stuff. So you guys know I just keep it pretty real over here on my channel. My coffee bar is a disaster. Like I was sharing earlier in the video, all of the baby bottles and stuff have just taken over this area, and that's completely okay. I'm so blessed to see baby bottles in this area. Yeah, there's just not too much that we can really do with this area because the baby bottles being here is just really functional for us. I don't have anywhere else to put them really, and if I did, it would just be an inconvenience. So really the only thing I'm going to change in this area is my canisters. I remembered that I had these adorable like dotted canisters, and they're upstairs in my spare bedroom in storage, and I miss them. I loved them. I got them at Hobby Lobby. They seal so I can actually put coffee grounds in them. So I think that will zhuzh this space up just a little bit. I'll put them back up here on this shelf. I just got a big bulk thing of Dunkin' from BJ's, so I'll put that in there, my tea bags in there, and it's not going to be perfect, but this space needs to just function well for us, and keeping the baby bottles here is just what's working right now. So I don't think that you can get these anymore at Hobby Lobby. I'm not certain, but I completely forgot that I had these, and I still really love them. I tend to use things and then get bored and put them away, or if I really think I'm not going to use them again, I will sell them. But these I knew I loved and I kept them. And I was looking back on my Instagram the other day and remembered that I had these. So I'm super excited. Got a fresh clean sponge out. I'm gonna give these a scrub and we'll put my coffee grounds in them. I think we'll do coffee, tea, and I don't know what's gonna go in here. I was gonna take this out to remove this, but this is Life with Nick. This is a 22 Jump Street joke. If you've never watched 21 Jump Street or 22 Jump Street, you're missing out, but this is Life with Nick. Canisters are cleaned and dried overnight, so I am going to fill up my largest one with my Dunkin' coffee, and hopefully I don't make a mess. I'm gonna scoop it instead. And then this is my medium-sized canister. I'm going to transfer my tea bags out of this one into this one. I only have a couple tea bags. All right, I got my canisters up there. Not super aesthetically pleasing like we've chatted about, but it's functional for us. These canisters bring me joy. We've got some formula over here as well. And then I use these little trays, such a game changer. I got these at Home Goods. I don't even know what they're technically for. I think you can like bake little desserts in these. So check in the dessert section. I just got this one out of the dishwasher. That's why it's a little damp. But I use these as my spoon rests. For example, this was from this morning. I got the spoons on Amazon, and then I have the little dish and my spoon rests in them perfectly so that I can keep my counter clean. But love having these in the kitchen. So I just keep my little stack of them here. Got my spoons. If people ever come over, that'll be a creamer and a sugar, and then my spoons are in there. I don't have anything in the basket right now. It's just hard to access up there, so I might find something to put up there that we don't grab as much. We'll see, but that is how the coffee bar shelves are looking for now. All right, guys, so a few weeks later, this video has taken me a very long time to film. So I am working on my antique baker's rack, just putting some items on here, keeping this piece really functional, and I'm loving how this turned out. I've got Claire's bibs in here, tablecloths that we use, my Dutch oven, my recipe book. This is all stuff that we reach for on a weekly basis. My cast iron pans, just some dishes that were taking up a lot of space in my cabinets that I was able to move over here and just make way more room in the kitchen. I want to mention that in a couple clips back, I did talk about the new baking dishes that I want to get from Walmart. So next time I get to the store, I will be grabbing them, and they'll probably go on this shelf just to give us some more space in the cabinets. But I'm gonna get 2 of the 9x13 ones, and they'll live over here and save us some cabinet space. All right, so it's a few weeks after I filmed the original clips for this video. Claire does not like me talking without acknowledging her. Hold on. We're very upset while eating macaroni. But I got this at Walmart yesterday. These were the new casserole dishes that I wanted to pick up. Really nice locking lids. And you can put the food in, put the lid on, and let it cool off. That is the fakest cry. And then they're really nice, like locking lids for if you're traveling with your food. So really like this. I'll link these down below. I got mine at Walmart, and just happy to have a new one of these. I will get a second one eventually. I just didn't feel like spending loads of money at Walmart yesterday, but one will do for now, but I will probably invest in a second one as well. What's happening? There's a fake cry. Hi. I feel so many emotions. Are you all right? Okay, all right, Mom's done talking about her casserole dish. It's all about you. Yay! Oh, we got macaroni and a hair. Claire, what do we sing when we eat macaroni? Macaroni, macaroni, macaroni. Okay, say bye-bye. All right, it's a couple days later. This video is by far too long and has taken me too long as well. I've been filming this video for like a month, and sorry if you can hear the sausage cooking on my stove. I wanted to share what's going on in here. So this looks so much better. I decided not to buy a second one of these shelves. I thought it might get a little bit too crowded, and I wanted a spot to put my giant mixing bowl anyway. So this kind of worked out perfectly. I had the water bottles here, but I'm gonna show you where I put them instead. Put the water bottles in our pantry. They're living in here, and it's working out very well for us. I like this so much better. So they're gonna live in the pantry, and it makes way more room in that corner wannabe Lady Susan, oh my God, Lazy Susan cabinet. I'm gonna give you an overview of how this is looking. This is just real life, how this shelving unit has been functioning, and it's actually working out really well for us. I needed a space to move my Dutch oven because Claire has been all over our kitchen island, so needed a new spot for that. My cast iron pans are next to it. I made room for my cookbook. All of Claire's bibs are in the basket. I moved my baking box from the top of my hutch to up here, so that has some stuff in it for storage. Yeah, this has just been working out really well in our favor, and I'm so glad I decided to make this more of a useful spot as opposed to it just being home decor. And I was able to use some of my useful pieces to display almost like home decor. So that is how that is looking. That's gonna be it for today's video. Hopefully you made it to the end. If you made it to the end, leave me a little sunshine emoji. I wanna know who made it to the end. Because this was a seriously long video. Might have been my longest video ever, but I really wanted to maybe give you guys some inspo to declutter, move some things around in your own kitchen, because if you have like a working kitchen and you cook all the time and, you know, use your kitchen and have dishes every day like normal families do, you have to make your kitchen work for you. So I'm so happy that we did this. I feel mentally better, you know? Also, I put a little self tanner on. I'm gonna have to wash it off in a little bit, but I did some self tanner. I curled my hair. I need more of these days. Yes, I do. Okay, that's it for today's video. I'll see you all in my next one. Bye, guys.